This edition of YouTube Suggestions is brought to you by Buddy's Man Mitten Thongs. Make it easier to butter those buns, grab a pair of Buddies. Hey everybody, welcome to YouTube Suggestions 18, or as they say in Russia,
Предложение YouTube 18.
I hope everybody is ready for Halloween, or Thanksgiving, if it takes me longer to get this one up than I planned. If you're a returning subscriber and have seen one of these before, you already know the drill. But for the benefit of those that might be new to the channel or have just never seen one before, allow me to give a quick explanation while I show some clips of previously featured channels. On YouTube Suggestions, we take a look at 5 small channels. I'll give a quick rundown of what you might find on these channels, tell you a little about the creators behind them, and if you see something you think you might like, I'll leave links so you can take a closer look at what they have to offer. All I ask is that you let them know where you heard about them, and let me know that you went. I always like to know if I'm doing anybody any good. For our purposes here, a small channel is defined as any channel that is under 25,000 subscribers, and most of the channels we feature here are well under that. I do subscribe to all the channels on YouTube Suggestions, but the creators are not necessarily subscribed to A View from the Middle, even though many of them are. I do not call these shoutouts. There are apparently rules about shoutouts that are unclear. I've heard some channels have been hit hard by YouTube for doing shoutouts. I have no idea exactly what these rules are, so just for my own safety, I call these reviews. They are definitely not shoutouts.
Wink, wink.
Really, this is just my way of shedding a little extra light on other channels that I think have good content and creators that I feel deserve a little more recognition. So now that the formalities are out of the way, let's get to the 5 featured channels. There might be some surprises here that'll make you say, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. In YouTube Suggestions 15, we took a look at Texoma Road Trippers with Brandon and Nikki. Well, they have a second channel called Dirty Shoes Adventures that concentrates more on, well, things where you might get your shoes dirty. They go camping, hiking, and do a lot of fishing on this channel. You can get a look at some of the best outdoor adventure spots in North Texas and southern Oklahoma, and sometimes even farther out than that. If they aren't setting up tents or casting a line, they just go out and look for some beautiful scenery to take pictures. Dirty Shoes Adventures has been around a little over 2 years and has 127 subscribers. They have a lot of great outdoor videos, but I would recommend taking a look at their series on Possum Kingdom Lake near the Brazos River in Texas. Now, they had a little of everything on that trip. There's also some awesome videos from New Mexico, as well as a quick trip up to Fort Sill in Oklahoma. You never know where Brandon and Nikki might be off to next, but you can be sure the trail is going to be dirty. Shoes are required, but they don't have to be clean. Gaming channels are a little tough for me to do because most of them are so much alike. But now and then I find one that stands out, and JKRTV fits that bill. You'll see some familiar games like Fortnite and Friday the 13th and stuff like that, but one thing I like is that he does do different kinds of games that I really don't see a lot on other channels. Of course, there is also the fact that it's not just gaming. JKRTV has other content like playing cards with his friends and even some fishing videos. In fact, the channel started out as kind of an outdoor channel, so there is some variety here. JKRTV started out a little over 4 years ago and has 512 subscribers as I make this. There's a big archive and plenty of playlists to help you zero in on what you might like. But I would recommend starting with his Spider-Man gameplay, and the video is titled Mr. Joker's VGA Spider-Man. The way they make that game and the story, it's better than most of the stuff you see on TV these days. You might also go back and check out the Cards Against Humanity videos. And that game is hilarious, and there are some great videos on that. So drop by the channel, take a look around, see what you think. Josh the Travel Guy is originally from Canada, but has spent quite a bit of time traveling across a good portion of the United States, including Indiana, Kentucky, Illinois, and some other places. With his partner Akane alongside, Josh often takes a look at a lot of the smaller sites that aren't necessarily in the travel brochures. I like that because that's what I usually look for as well. Josh not only takes you on some great tours you might not get anywhere else, but is good at injecting some humor into his videos as well. And that can come in handy, especially when things don't go as planned. Josh the Travel Guy has been on YouTube for about 3 years and is getting close to that 5,000 subscriber mark. There's a big archive to go through over 3 years, and if you go back far enough, you'll get some surprises like trips to Spain and France. I recommend checking out his tour of downtown Lexington, Kentucky. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. The more recent videos, Pockwalk Falls, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada is a really good one and really funny. It's proof that sometimes when things don't go as planned, it actually makes a better video. So go check out Josh and see where he goes next. It seemed appropriate to include Nathan in one of these coming out around Halloween. Nathan T's Halloween and Stuff lives up to its name with a lot of videos centered on Halloween. Like taking a look at decorations and costumes that are available in local stores. Nathan also offers up some scary stories or tours of cemeteries, which fits right in with All Hallows Eve as well. But there's more to the channel than Halloween. The stuff and Halloween and Stuff, if you will. You get a look at some great local restaurants in his part of Tennessee, as well as festivals, fairs, and other local attractions. Nathan has 862 subscribers at the time I am making this, and uploaded his first video almost 6 years ago, but has only been really active on YouTube the last few months. If the Halloween part is your cup of tea, you might check out Tall Tales by Flashlight Face. Get a scary story. If you're more interested in the stuff part of Nathan's channel, I'd recommend taking a look at Retro Arcade in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That really brought back some memories for me. Or just dig around in the archives, see what you can find. There's a lot of great content here, spooky or not. Okay, this is one of those I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce the name, but I'm going to give it a shot. Senya Aldi offers up a travel channel of sorts. She moved to Bali in 2016 and has been sharing her adventures there over the last 3 years. From golf courses to beaches to nightlife, it's a unique look at the forested Indonesian island from someone that is now a resident. While there are other videos, like trips to Spain and Germany, most of the videos concentrate on Bali. And it's such a beautiful part of the world with so many different things to do and sights to see. There's plenty of opportunity for content right there where she calls home now. Senya Aldi has been uploading for about 3 years and has over 2,700 subscribers. I highly recommend taking a look at Around Bali in 2 days with car snorkeling in Manjangan Island, West Bali. It really is a beautifully done video. Senya is really good at picking the right music to go along with the visual and get some outstanding scenic shots. Take a look at any of her snorkeling or diving videos. She gets some great underwater shots. And of course, with 3 years of an archive to go through, there is a lot of content. So go check her out and see what you think. Alright, those are the 5 featured channels this time around. I'm sure there's at least one of those you haven't already heard about. I'll leave links to all the channels in the description, or you can click the icon in the upper right hand corner to get to any channel at any time. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed here, you can do so by clicking the red button on the front page or the double arrow one-way sign in the bottom right-hand corner. If you've seen one of these before, you know this is where I normally put the 6th channel. That is a bigger YouTube channel, one that was over 25,000 subscribers that I would mention. Well, I'm retiring the 6th channel. I've thought about it for a while, and I have decided I want to make YouTube suggestions all about small channels. And I figure any channel that is over 25,000 doesn't need my help. So we're doing away with the 6th channel. However, we will continue with the video raid. Now, if you aren't familiar with raids, they are typically done when someone is closing out a live stream and the host sends everybody over to raid another stream. That's not negative. They are sending everyone there to support that channel, leave some positive comments, drop a like, and hang out for a little while. I decided to try it with videos from previously featured channels, and we did our first one last month. I thought it went pretty well, especially considering it was the first time we did it. So we're going to try it again. At the end of the video, there will be a link on the right side to the video we are rating, and I will also leave one in the description. Just stop in, drop a like, leave a positive comment, and try to give a full watch. Let's go back to Sean Rockin' Boxes from YouTube Suggestions, The Little Guys. That was the second one of these I ever did. Sean has been a big part of Fresh Kills Con in the Niagara Falls area, and he has a trailer promoting the 2nd annual event coming in 2020. The video is called, appropriately enough, Fresh Kills Con Official Trailer 2020. It's only about 1.5 minutes long, so drop by and give it a look, drop a like, leave some positive comments. I know Sean would appreciate that right now. And if you're in the Niagara Falls area, you might want to take a closer look at Fresh Kills Con. They had a blast at the first one. And if you have already watched that video, now maybe just pick another one that you haven't watched. We're still kind of figuring this out. This is still new. Okay, well, that's YouTube Suggestions 18. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find some new friends from the featured channels. I never know when I will come out with another one of these, because they do take a little while to put together, but hopefully I'll have YouTube Suggestions 19 out before the end of the year. Thanks for watching. Rob, I guess you can take us out.
I guess that is